How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Dad Makes Dough, and in today's video is going to be 10 ways that I use to source books on Amazon FBA. So if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'm almost hit 1k subscribers, which is amazing. Don't forget to subscribe, click that notification bell, and you'll be updated every time that I post a new video. So I've been selling on Amazon for roughly around 6 to 8 months now, and I mainly sell sealed media and books. I didn't have the budget at first to be able to go out and to buy loads and loads of books, big upfront cost, everything like that. So what I did was I created a video previously on how I source books for free, completely free, and to flip them on Amazon. And in this video I'm going to show you 10 different ways that I actually use now to source all my books or sealed media and everything like that. This is how I do it on a day-to-day basis, day in, day out. That's how I do it. Right, so first things first, how I source books. My first ever one is usually charity shops. Everyone's going to say charity shops, but this is like the bread and butter sales for me. This is something that I can constantly keep going, constantly go to charity shops, certain days, work out when they put new stock out, when they do stock turnover and stuff like that. One of my main tips for this would definitely be to speak to people and network. Actually speak to the managers, you know, let them know what you're doing, because sometimes it can work in your favour, especially if it's the case of they'll let you see what's in the back before they put stuff out. You know, you've got a bit more variety then to pick up books or sealed media and stuff like that. So say you go to your local charity shop every day and you find nothing. Answer to that would be to go to a different charity shop, go to a different area. So if you're finding nothing in your local charity shop, get out there, go a little bit further afield, go to charity shops in a different area. What I do is I sell a lot of textbooks on Amazon because they seem to gain the most profit. And how I did this one, I needed to find out where I'm going to get these textbooks from. So I started going to charity shops that were local to student accommodation and to universities. That way, a lot of people, when they're moving back home and stuff like that, they'll take these books to a charity shop. But yeah, I definitely recommend charity shops. Number 2, car boots and jumble sales. So depending on the season, whether it's, you know, spring, summer, when it gets to winter, a lot of car boots stop just due to weather. Unless it's indoor, some go all year round. It depends what sort of area you're in. But where I am, I think we've got 1 or 2 that are indoors, but they're not usually that good. What I like to do is I like to wait until like March, April time when they start opening up. When the weather gets a little bit better, that's when more people are going to be selling. And I've been going to car boots for years. I've been flipping stuff on eBay before I even started FBA, so I was an eBay reseller. I've been doing this for years. I was picking up all sorts of stuff, whether it be toys, games, furniture, everything. Anything you can think of, I've flipped it on for profit. Kinda. 100% of the time, you've got to get there earlier. You've got to think that there's another reseller working harder than you are. So you've got to put the work in. You know, you've got to put that work in. Make sure you're setting your alarm for when those gates open. Don't let someone else be picking up your profits. Work harder than anyone else. You've got to think that you're the hardest worker and the hardest reseller there. So you've got to get there. If it opens at 6, get there at 5:30 and wait. Because what happens is with a lot of resellers, they'll get there super early and they'll just swipe everything. Don't get me wrong, you can go later in the day and you might find a little bit, but get there early. As soon as people are setting up, that's when you want to swoop in. Boom, I'll take that, and that. Gone.
Y'all wish me luck. Snatch and run! Yeah!
Stick to a certain quality, but it's more quantity with Amazon FBA. The more books you've got up there, the more chance you've got to sell. Right, so number 3, it's a little bit cliche, and you probably know what I'm going to say, and that's family and friends. Yeah, it is cliche, and it is a little bit cringe, but family and friends actually do have books. I'm pretty sure you've got someone who you at least know who's probably got loads of books that they've read or they just sit on a shelf and they want to clear it out, especially at this time of year when people are like decorating the house and stuff like that. They just want to get stuff out. Let people know what you're doing. Let your immediate family, your friends know what you're doing. Let them know that you're selling books on Amazon and reselling them and stuff like that, because word of mouth is such a powerful tool in which you will probably, it'll work in your favour. You'll know someone who will know someone who has 1,000 books and they need to get rid of them. And that's where you swoop in and get those. And majority of the time it's free anyway. You know, it's family, it's friends. They just want to clear their house out. And it's free. It don't cost you anything. If they're not worth anything, you can flip them up to Music Magpies, Zip It, you know, all that. Take them back to the charity shop. You know, it's a never-ending cycle. Right, so number 4 is a little bit different, and it's bookshops and like general shops. You'll be surprised the amount of bookshops that actually put like slash reduced prices on certain books, and this is because maybe in that area there's not much of a call or a customer base for that sort of book, so they'll want to sell it on cheaply just to get it out of their storeroom. Like, I know that people are picking up like Mad Haynes manuals for like £1. Do you know what I mean? Just because the works want to clear that out. Make sure you keep an eye on stuff like that. Go look in your local charity shop, your local Tesco, stuff like that. All that retail arbitrage, books included. You will sometimes get a pretty good deal when it comes to that. And just buy whatever's left on the shelf. If you scan that into Amazon and you're making like £5-10 profit a book and you're paying £1, boom, take them all off that shelf. Right, next one is going to be Facebook. I did speak about this in my old video about how I get free books to sell on Amazon FBA. You can use this same sort of strategy and you can get them for free, but you can also look on there and actually buy them. On Facebook, you've got plenty of ways to buy things from people. So you've got your Facebook groups, so you've actually got selling groups, which are completely different to Marketplace. If you just go on groups and put like local selling groups in your area, I'm pretty sure you'll find loads. Get on there, put a post up, you know, books wanted, or textbooks wanted, something like that. Go into the Marketplace and just search books or textbooks or book bundle. You know, what I like to do is I have these saved on my computer and it's different search terms that I'll search on different marketplaces and stuff like that. So it'll be like books, book bundle, book with no S, you know, because it'll show up different things in the search, and then I'll change it a little bit to things like, you know, newly listed or local, or maybe today I feel like going 30 mile out. Do you know what I mean? They'll be constantly uploading books, and a lot of the time it's people who can't really be asked taking a picture and putting them on eBay and posting them out. They just want a quick sale, just get it out of their house. Majority of the time you could lowball them. I'm not saying it's, you know, it's good practice, but if you as a business and you're making profit, if you lowball people, do you know what I mean? Worst I can say is no. Don't be afraid to ask. Right, so number 6, I've got library sales. And what library sales are, obviously libraries have tons and tons of books. That's what their entire, you know, libraries of is books. And a lot of the time they've got to get rid of some books to get new books in, so they have something which is called library sale. So if you go onto Facebook and type in, or Google even, and type in library sale in, so I'm in Leeds, so I put library sales in Leeds or near Leeds, and then you do it in your area and wherever you're from. Just like library sale in Manchester, library sale near London. And what they do is they have them at different times of the year. They're not on consistently, but they'll probably be on, you know, 3 or 4 times a year. You'll get to one. If it's not for a couple of months, it just means you can save up a little bit more money and spend more. You can find some real gems with library sales. And majority of the time, if you buy them in bulk, they'll save you good money. They'll be like, look, I'm buying like 50 books here. And they'll be like, yeah, just call it, you know, 50p a book, 20p a book, you know, and then you're shipping them up to FBA and you're making profit on each one. It's a no-brainer. Search library sales. Right, so number 7 is a lazy man's method, and this is personally my favourite method of actually making money and actually sourcing books from eBay, flipping them on Amazon FBA, and I don't even leave the house. And what I do with this is I use a really, really good tool called BidKit. And what BidKit is, it's an app, and it's a website, but you can get an app version of it. I think I'll double check that. And what I do is go onto BidKit. What it is, it's like a search engine for eBay, and you're able to search in different ways that you can't on eBay, or it's a little bit easier to do so. Because it's got better ways to search, you can search for like local deals only, and it'll pull up local deals. You can search by category with it, books, video games, sporting goods, clothes. Do you know what I mean? So you can search by category and then local deals only, and then only in so many mile radius. So that's what I usually do, and I look for bundles and job lots and stuff like that. So if I can go get in Manchester, there's a bundle of 1,000 books and I bid it up to a tenner. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna go get that. I don't care if 90% of those, I'm still gonna get it, because worst comes to worst, I've lost a tenner. But if I could sell each one of those books for 10p, do you know what I mean? I'm still making profit. It's a no-brainer. Not only that, you can also have like you can search items with no bids, and then search it to end in soonest. And then in the search term, if you put something like textbooks or something like that, and all I do is I open 2 tabs and I click between both. So I copy and paste the title from eBay, put it into Amazon, and then work out obviously the profit on that. Don't forget to take into account the postage with eBay, because obviously the seller will put up however much it costs them to post it. So if it's £3 and you get it for 2, make sure that you're putting in cost of purchase is 5 onto Amazon, because you don't want to be going negative with this. And I do this, I don't just do this with books now, I also do it with video games. I've done it with, you know, actual items that I could actually need, you know, like gym gear and stuff like that. local deals, these are not showing up in as many search terms on eBay because you've got such a smaller client base. You know, it's only local people or people who are willing to travel to you to collect that item. And then finally, this is 7, so it's 8, 9 and 10 because it's technically 3 different websites, even though it's all the same sort of website. So I'm going to roll with it anyway. So we've got Gumtree, Spock and Pre-Loved. And what these are is like used, well, not just used, you can get new stuff on there as well, but these are like marketplace apps and websites in which people just sell used goods on there. And that can be everything from sofas to tables to books to games to consoles. Do you know what I mean? And these, again, these will be people who can't really be asked going onto eBay, listing it, posting it, wrapping it, all that. They just can't be bothered. The majority of the time with this, you can lowball people a little bit more. And I'm not saying it, you know, if something's up for £100 up, like, I'll give you a tenner. Like, don't do that. But, like, if you think you can make a profit and you knock, like, a tenner off or something like that, you know, be a little bit cheeky sometimes because, you know, it can pay off. Don't be afraid to ask. Right, guys, so those have been 10 ways that I use to source books for Amazon FBA, and you can do this, you can use this same sort of principle to source anything really, whether it be sealed media, toys, games, you know, stuff like that, clothes even, if you sell on Depop and stuff like that. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe because we've almost hit 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. You know, we're getting some really good likes on those, so if we could hit like 20 likes on this video, that'd be amazing. 20 likes would be great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to link all my socials below, as well as everything that I've mentioned in this video that I usually do. So that is everything from BidKit, which I'm going to link below. I'm also going to link my Instagram, my Facebook group, which is Dad Makes Dough on Facebook. And also, I've actually got a website, blog up now, called dadmakesdough.co.uk. Go check it out, man. Subscribe to my mailing list. Once again, it's been Dad Makes Dough. Thank you guys for watching.